going on, everybody? Of course, y'all know who it is. It's Capital J Productions. I'm back with another video talking about a different topic, switching totally different topics. So now I'm talking about something that's quite serious today, and I'm gonna get right to it. And basically, you guys probably see the title or see the thumbnail, so you probably already know what it's about. But I'll explain it anyway. But I'm talking about something that is very serious, and something I feel like that needs to be spoke on, because a lot of men just don't speak about it. So, and it's basically about, just how I feel. And I know for a fact that, like, black women has failed me, okay? And like, even including my mother and my sisters, for the most part, black women in general has failed me, So I want to talk about that. I think the only woman who haven't, well, I know for a fact that the only woman who haven't failed me is my wife. Okay, so, and I mean, we've always, of course, had our differences, of course, but we always work things out. And she was like the only one who was really like that. So that's how come she's, I'm not really talking about her, but out of all the other women that, I've ever met, they all kind of fit in this category. So let's get started. I'm gonna tell you guys why, okay? Now, here's the thing. I never thought that, like, growing up as a kid, right? You grow up, like, for my situation, let me explain my situation briefly. I grew up with my mom. I grew up, my dad was in the house a little bit, but eventually he just went on by his way, and that was when I was about 11 to 12. And he was mainly like a drinker, and he was just all messed up, more into the streets than trying to take care of his family, and he has 7 kids. So he kind of checked out of, my life and my brother's life at a very important time in our lives, like leaving us to figure things out for our own, and having no male ever really explain anything to us. So just kind of keep that in mind. So my mom pretty much, she did the best that she can to raise me, but even when she did allow a man to come around, which is basically my stepfather, right? He wasn't really allowed to, like, talk to us. He wasn't really, she kind of just was like, those are my kids. Like, I'm going to make the decision, for my kids, which that's understandable, but it really do take a man to raise a man, and I know that for a fact, because I've been a man, I will be 43 this year. So I have plenty of experience on this. I could talk about it, endlessly, right? So anyway, the reason why I feel like that's one reason why I feel like my mother has failed me was the fact of not understanding that you're gonna need a man to raise your sons. You're gonna need a man to teach them how to work. You're gonna need them to teach them how to, fill out applications. You're gonna need them how to just how to be a man, how to fix stuff, how to be a man. So I didn't have that, right? So everything I had to kind of learn on my own and do it, the hard way, and the hard way sucks. So that's one way how she kind of failed me, but where she did do good at was she told me about the Word of God, and that's one of the best things she could have ever taught me. But the word of God is good and you can rely on that a lot, but realistically, like there's just another part to it, you know what I'm saying? And you can't just teach them, teach your sons to say, oh, okay, just serve God and you're gonna be okay. Because I mean that's true. That's like one half of it, but there's another half which is like the world. And you need somebody to teach you how to make it in this world. You need someone to teach you like the type of people, because we still got to deal with people, right? Like it's not like we're going out into the world and dealing with God or holy people, or we're dealing with the world. Like when you grow up and your kids becoming adults, they're dealing with the world. So that's what I had a hard time, with becoming an adult. And then it's like, she never taught me about women, nothing about like how men is, nothing about what to look out for, the traps out there, and to her defense, maybe she didn't know any better, which I'm quite sure she didn't, because as a man, there's different traps. There's traps for men, and then there's traps for women, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, she couldn't speak on the traps that's out there for men, especially black men, right? So, but let's move on, right? Because it's not just my mom failed me, and that's just not the reason why. Like, not just based off of that, but like even growing into adulthood is one thing I realized. Even within the past like year or two or a few years, right? I had to realize, and God had to show me about my own mother, is that my own mother she doesn't, how can I put this? She doesn't take accountability, right? Like, and that's a big problem within like black women alone, period, is them not taking accountability for their actions and what they do. They feel like they can do no wrong, and that's where they need to focus on, but they won't do it. And I've had conversations with my mom, and the reason why I don't deal with my mom no more. I saw her, the last time I saw her was like maybe about 5, 6, 7 months ago, and the only reason why I went to go see her is because God gave me a dream about her, that she, wasn't doing that good. And so I end up going down there to check up on her, and the dream was right. She barely even answered the door. She wasn't doing good. She told me out of her own mouth she wasn't doing good. And I was able to go in and have a conversation with her, but it basically went nowhere. She's too caught up into the word of God and this Christianity thing. So that's basically what it is. And she thinks she could just say and do whatever she wants and expect for everybody to believe, like a lot of these pastors are, because that's who she was looking up to. That's what she learned from these pastors and stuff. So, you know what I mean? But that's where she ended up failing me, by not taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the difference between me. I take accountability on everything I do, everything I say, how I live my life, everything. I don't cap. I don't lie. I tell nothing but the truth. I tell nothing but the facts. Whether it make me look bad or good or whoever else, I don't care, because I'm just here to try to help. So, and I realized I had a lot of hardships because I was looking up to the wrong person, which was my mom, right? Because that's all I ever had was my mom. So I was looking up to her, but the people she was looking up to were frauds. So she ended up becoming a fraud herself, basically. And so my last visit, to keep things short, my last visit with her didn't go good at all. I ended up slamming her door. I left. I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because I came out of my way for her yet again, only for her to not take accountability, not recognize that God is with me. You know what I'm saying? And not understanding that, like, I'm her son. And it's like, where's the love for your son? Okay. Like I'm gonna break it down for you guys, right? I'm gonna break it down. Like there's so many things that I've accomplished, right, in my life that my dad has not accomplished. Like I'm the complete opposite of my father. But the minute I speak up like a man and I raise my tone, oh, you're just like your father. Oh, you just like him. Okay, I'm just like him. You say I'm just like him. But how? How am I like him? My dad hasn't accomplished shit in his life. I've accomplished so much in my life. I've changed. I've done things my dad would never done. But yet I'm still like him. I'm married. I've been married for what? I've been in a relationship with my wife for 9 years. Faithful. You know what I'm saying? Being a leader. Even when I don't really technically didn't know how to be a leader, but being a leader anyway and learning as I go. And that's not easy. Okay. It's not easy at all. Okay. Doing way better than my dad, making, you know, all kind of accomplishments on my own. My dad didn't do it. Where's his accomplishments? He went straight to the streets. He went straight to alcohol. But can I get any props for that? No, I don't get props for nothing. I can't get oh, that's good, son. I'm so proud of you, son. You know, like, man, you know, I never thought you would do so good. You never end up in jail. You know what I'm saying? You're positive somehow, some way. You're trying your best. Nothing. You can overlook all this. You can overlook the fact that, you know, that I'm married, that I take care of my wife's kids. You can overlook all of these things. But the minute I raise my voice, right, I'm just like my dad. So, and that's why I'm here today to tell you, you failed as a mother. You failed. And I'm not looking from anything from you. And it's just like I told you last time, I'm gonna do better than you. You know what I'm saying? It's not a competition thing. It just has nothing to do with competition. This is about life. It's about taking serious. It's about getting real with yourself and realize, like, okay, well, the generation before me may not have done right, but I'm gonna correct that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care what you got to say or what you think, because I'm quite sure God has told you and showed you who I am. Now, whether you want to believe that or not, that's on you. But I know who I am. So, and he has my back, and he's proven, you know, he corrects me when I'm wrong. He acknowledges when I'm right. And he's here with me each and every day. And I hear from him each and every day in my dream. So that's how I know what I know. So that's that. But I'm not here to put no blame on you, because despite the fact that you failed me, I still end up being prosperous. So, you know what I mean? Without basically no support, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can support my sisters. They come over there and I'm quite sure y'all gossip, because I've heard it. Y'all can talk about, you know, different people in the family. Y'all gossip. Y'all do what y'all do. But y'all never give us credit on what, you know, on how good of a brother or sister, a brother or a son we were. We're doing our best. If y'all to understand how many traps are out here, if y'all understood, if y'all would know some of the things that I went up against in my life, y'all have no idea. Y'all really don't have no idea, because I've done a bad job really of just keeping things to myself, because I'm so strong. I just keep it to myself and just deal with it. But that's where things are changing here. And this is why I'm telling the stories now, because there's a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't understand. There's a lot of things that's happening, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes that I don't talk about, but I'm going to talk about it in this video, because I know that certain individuals are watching me and they need to hear what I have to say today. And what I'm basically saying is y'all failed me. And I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of knew this for a couple of years, But then once God gave it to me in a dream, that's when I was like, okay, I really got to speak about this then. Because I don't see nobody else really, you know what I'm saying, no other males out there talking about this, because they probably don't have the balls to fucking talk about this. Because they too scared of what their mom think or what their sisters think or what their family members think. But see me, I'm used to I deal with myself. I'm to myself. My wife will tell you, I don't have no friends. I don't have nobody I hang out with, none of that. I don't need nobody. That's where I'm at now in my life. All I need is God, and that's it. And I live by it. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually live by that. So I'm not scared to lose out on family members. I'm not scared to, you know, if my family stop messing with me or this person stop, I don't care. I don't. Because technically I've been losing for a very long time. And that, you know, and I've always been a very nice person, you know, treated people with respect, treated everybody with respect, you know, doing the best I can to be that nice guy, you know what I'm saying? But the truth is, when you nice and you become a pushover, that's what's gonna happen to you. People is just gonna overlook you. You know, they can manipulate you. They're gonna run all over you. They're gonna, you know, they're just gonna use you, like what happened to me. And so I took accountability. I said, okay, you know what? Oh, excuse me. I started noticing, you know, certain things that was happening when it came to my sisters. When it came down to my sisters, when they in trouble, I come, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming to looking out for you. But when I'm in trouble, who was there for me? I'm there to fight your baby daddy. I'm there, you know what I'm saying? I'm there to do anything. I'm down to go to jail, whatever. I put everything on the line. But when it comes to my situation, okay, with my child's mother, I don't see y'all trying to go out of y'all way to slap her, you know what I'm saying? Or like my mom ended up helping, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be a pastor, right? But you helping the demon. The fuck is you helping the demon for? You know how that girl was doing your son? Why is you helping her for? If anything, my mom was going so hard on me, but you ain't going hard on somebody who's doing your son wrong. What about that? So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. It's just God just had to really give it to me because, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm busy. I'm too busy trying to live and trying to get through this life. But there are certain dreams that he gave to me, like look, recognize this. Like one thing he showed me about my mom. And I'm gonna say this because my mom probably do need to hear this if she ever watched. If she come out of her shell and start watching, stop believing what other people in my family or you're supposed to be in your family are saying that I'm saying, and listen, watch these videos. There's a reason why I'm putting these videos out. Watch it for yourself. Don't just go believe what, you know what I'm saying, one of my sisters go and tell you bits and pieces, especially when they're known gossipers. You're going to just believe that? Or you don't have enough wisdom to know, like, oh, you know what, Jason said this, or Jason being disrespectful. Let me go find out for myself. You don't have enough wisdom to come look at these videos for yourself and see what type of message I'm putting out here, so you can know for yourself? Or you just gonna sit back in your house and then let whoever come to your house come feed you whatever lies, you know, they want to feed you, to pump your ear of what you want to hear. They control the narrative because they know you're not gonna get on here. You're not going to get online and you're not going to look. But that's okay. You can believe what you want to believe. But just know you failed. You're the one failing. Okay? So that's what I have. You know what I'm saying? As far as my mother. But there's so many examples that I can give to you guys. You know what I'm saying? As far as like with my mother, my sisters, and other women that I've dated that have failed me. Man, there's a child. I pay child support for a kid that's not even mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was with this girl. Like I was with this girl for 7 years. I was with her for 7 years. I went to high school with this girl. Okay, I thought I knew this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I knew her. Like, I thought she had a good heart and everything, but I know her better than her family knows her. I spent so many years. I lived with her for 7 years. You know, and she was very sneaky. I found that out at the end. She comes off as a total sweetheart, but she was sneaky. But you know, God's karma is not no joke, because you know she died. I think maybe 2019, maybe. I don't know, but she died a few years ago, and I know why. And I may be laughing. A lot of y'all may not like it, but I know why. Because you can't do God's people wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's something I know that nobody really knows. But I know, because I know how she did me. And I know how she, you know, she did me and she did my wife dirty. She did the same thing my first daughter's mom ended up doing to me. Okay? And I was really trying to be there for her daughter. And I knew it wasn't mine, you know, but I still was trying to do the right thing. You know, just by, you know, because I was in the picture at the time, before the kid even got here. So I just felt like, well, since I still was in the picture, you know, just being a good guy, right? And then it blows in my face, like always, right? You be the good guy and it just blows up in your face. At least in my face, every time. So, and it comes to a point when you get fed up and you get tired. In my patience, I have a lot of patience, a whole lot of patience. I'm more patient than most people. So, you know, but at this point, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've pretty much accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. There's only one more thing that I'm not gonna mention it, but you know, that I'm working on, that I'm doing. I'm gonna accomplish that. And the way I see it, there's really no purpose of really for me being on this earth anymore, because it's like nobody really appreciated me. Nobody appreciated my hard work, me being a good person, me having a good heart. It's like, you know, with black women, it's like, oh, okay. We'll just run over him. We'll just get what we want. If it's not what we want, who cares what he wants? You know, and it's like, well, after you go through that about 20 times, you know, of thinking you found somebody who respects you, and someone who's going to honor you, and someone who's going to be there for you and be fair with you, and then only to just end up using you for whatever narrative, or, oh, you know, I'm going to drop you and I'm going to go over here with him. That's happened to me so many times, you know, and then, you know, they always think they can come back once they realize, oh, it wasn't as good as I thought it was over there, so I'm gonna come back. And it's like, no, you ain't coming back over here. And that's what's going on right now with my daughter's mom. And I know you've been chasing me. And this leads me to my last little tangent that I gotta go on here, because you something special. You I don't know why you won't get it, but I basically made this video for you because I know everything. I know what you're doing. You know, I've been knowing what you're doing. I just been too busy with other stuff. Because to me, you're not that important at all. You're not even a factor. You know, especially how you did me. You did me dirty. You know what I'm saying? You took my daughter away from me her whole entire life for nothing. And you think you could just bring your sorry ass back in my life? And think I'm supposed to take you back because you feel like we're supposed to be together? That's how you feel. I don't feel that way. I could have came back to you a long time ago if I wanted to. But I don't want you. I still don't want you, and I'm never gonna want you. Ever. If me and my wife don't work, I'll find me another woman somewhere. That's what I've been doing for years, and you still ain't caught on. You still holding on to it. You still following me. You know what I'm saying? What are you following me for? You had your chance and you proved that all you're gonna do is just use me. That's it. You went over to my mom's house looking for me, trying to track me down, all of this stuff. I know what you told my mom. My mom told me. Now, that's why I feel like another reason why my mom failed me, because it's like, why are you even letting this girl into your house? She kept your grandbaby away from you, from her whole life and my life. And not only are you allowing her to come in, but you gonna help her? Give her money and all this other stuff. While I'm up here and I gotta find out about these things and I get upset. I get upset because I'm like, it seems like nobody in my family got common sense. You know what I mean? I understand, like, okay, certain things happen. You know what I'm saying? I understand, like, if you want to give certain people time to try to mature, stuff like that. But it's just certain things I just feel like it should be a line been drawn. Like, okay, that's it. Like, okay, you know, and with my child's mother, that line, she went way past the line a long time ago. So you know who you are. I've said your name before, but I'm not gonna say your name now. But just know, you do try to show up in person, it's not gonna be nice for you. I suggest you stay away from me. I'll just leave it at that. But I'm telling you, this ain't no front for no internet. You go ask, you just like you like running back to my mom and my sister and them, right? You like doing that? Run back to them. Let them give you the scoop on who I really am. You need to get the updated version of me. Not sitting up there fantasizing about some shit that happened 22 years ago. Okay? That was a long fucking time ago. That shit ain't gonna happen. It should have never happened. If I can go back and change that shit, I will change it. Because look what happened. Look what you did. You had a good 19-year-old young man who was real, who was solid. I had a job. I had everything going on for myself. And you came and you fucked all that shit up. You the reason why I struggled for a long time. Because you made the decision to say, I'm gonna keep his kid away from him so I can receive money, so I can get more child support. And if that's not your reason for doing it, then it's not your reason. I don't care what's your reason. You had no reason. Because I was a good dude and I did everything that I was supposed to do. And you just basically was like, fuck him. So, you know what? Keep that same energy. No, don't sit up here and be trying to change and, you know what I'm saying, trying to get back here. No. You go on about your life. Do what you're supposed to do. You a very attractive girl. You can find plenty of dudes out there that will give you a baby or whatever the fuck you looking for. But I'm not the one. Find you somebody else. Because I moved on a long time ago from you. Long time ago from you. And I feel like you the worst thing that ever happened to me. That's how I really truly feel. And I don't care. I don't want an apology from you. Like I said it a long time ago in one of my videos that I prayed for you and I forgave you a long time ago. And that's really what it is. I forgave and forgot. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, but then it's like all of these things that's been happening in the background that it's so much stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that I could talk, but I don't have so much time. So, but, Just stop chasing me. Like, you're not gonna get anything. You're chasing a married man. Stop chasing a married man. And what are you teaching our daughter about doing this shit anyway? You teaching her to do the same stupid shit? Just chase behind a man? Hold on for a second. That's what gets me so upset about this stuff. Is the fact it's like, what have you been teaching her all this time? That you could just fuck with men, right? You could just fuck with them, treat them however, and then you could just pop back up when you want to. Whether they want you or not, whether he's married or not, whatever the case he got going on, doesn't matter. You can just pop back up and take over anytime you want. That's what you teaching her? You're teaching my daughter that shit. She has my last name. It's my daughter. You're teaching her this bullshit. You the reason why we don't have a relationship today. Because she's too fucked up to learn who I am, her father is. You're responsible for that. But this is why I feel like black women has failed me. All of this stuff, and it's so many other things I could sit up here and I could tell you guys about. But, I had to pay a lot with money, with heartache, pain, tears, a lot of things you guys, I went through a lot, man. Like y'all put me through a lot for nothing. I'm a good dude. I'm a good-hearted dude. I don't smoke. I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Clear-minded. Got a relationship with God. I'm as clean as you can get. Why would you want to fuck me over? For what? But one thing I'm not is I'm not soft. Y'all probably think I was soft. Y'all probably thought I was soft because I was, so laid back or whatever. But I'm not soft. You know what I mean? I'm smart. That's what I am. Thanks to God, I am. I'm smart and I'm wise. If I see you acting a certain way, I don't have to argue with you. I'm smart enough to know that. I don't have to prove nothing to you. I'm smart enough to know that. I can go my own way. That's the freedom I have. I could just go. I can leave. I don't need you. I don't need your permission for shit. So that's all I got to say today. This is why I feel like black women has failed me. Because it seems like no matter how much good I do, it gets taken for granted. And it's been this way for what? All the way up to, I should say, about 34 years up until I met my wife. And see, the difference between my wife and you know who I'm talking about, is my wife listens to me. She's willing to learn. She had nobody there to teach her what's right. My wife chooses to do what's right. And that's why me and my wife probably always gonna be together. Because she makes the right choices every time. When she wrong, she goes and corrects it. Same thing like me. My wife is just like me. When I'm wrong about something or something's not right, I go and I fix that shit. I correct it. Because that's what you're supposed to do as a human being. When something's not right, you go and you fix it. But I don't know. You would think that everybody would know this stuff, but a lot of people don't. And that's why I'm talking about this stuff. And I really hope that you get the message. Stop following me. Stop using these fake ass accounts to follow me and all of this dumb shit that you're doing. Because I know it's you. I've been knowing it's you for years. I've been knowing. Okay? It's just, you're not important to me. Okay? That's the message I'm sending you. You're not fucking important to me. So you need to get that and move on with your life, because you already made your decision. You kept my child away from me for nothing. And can I get that time back? Can I get that time back with our daughter? Can I get my money back? I can't get my money back. I paid all that money. Can I get my money back? Can I get all those Father's Day that I missed? What about was you there when I'm working, at my job, and I'm seeing fathers with their kids, and then I start thinking about my situation? What about that? Have you even thought about that? And how I have to ignore that shit and still move on, and you know what I mean, and you don't think about shit. All you think about is yourself. You're selfish. That's it. You're just selfish. You know what I mean? And that's where black men got to start doing a better job at. We have to start doing a better job of putting our foot down for things that's not fair and things that's not right. Because a lot of the times we just sit there and we just take the shit. You know what I mean? And we take it and we take it. And it got to stop. It needs to stop. You know what I mean? Because it's like, shit, if you got to be by yourself, be by yourself. Don't be scared to be by yourself. You know what I mean? There's times where, I've walked away from my own wife. She can tell y'all better than I tell. I've stayed on the street by myself. I stayed on the street before. I have it up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll find somewhere else to go. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your own. And that's what I learned. I learned that from God. You know what I'm saying? Like, when God give you the strength, and when he give you can't nothing stop you. I'm just trying to tell y'all what, can't nothing stop you. But, you always try to do things right. You give people a fair chance. They don't want to change. They don't want to do right for you. Bounce, man. You ain't gotta force nothing. Bounce. But I'm just kind of rambling on. But this is one of the things that I've been wanting to talk about for over probably like a year. I just haven't had time, and today I had time. And so I'm talking about it. But you guys can let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? And I hope somebody learned something from this, and I hope a lot of brothers start putting their foot down, you know what I'm saying, to their mothers, and who's trying to manipulate them and try to just control them, because that's not what this is about. You know what I mean? Like, this is about doing what's right, and it's not about controlling people. And I don't try to control my wife. My wife will tell you I'm not controlling at all. I'm really cool. She can do whatever she want to do. She knows if she fuck up, I'm gone. She knows. And she knows how good of a guy I am too. So it's like, you make the choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's just as easy I can be here, it's just as easily I can be gone. So you make the choice. And, that's it. But, for all these women out here that's giving you guys, if you're giving the child's father a hard time, I feel sorry for you. I really do, because you're not knowing what you're doing. Like, and if he ever come to my page, or if he ever hit me up or whatever, I'm gonna tell him to do exactly what I did. Because look what my baby mother, and that it's funny, because back when I was trying to get in touch, with my own daughter, it's like she was running away. It's so many things. I remember this one time we went out to lunch. And it was at Coco's. And basically, I was just trying to see my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was good that I saw her too, because she was still part of our family, but she was just acting, funny, because I guess she seen my love for my daughter, and I guess she wanted me to have that same love for her, which she don't really know at the time. I still did have that kind of love for her, but it's just, You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my first time being a father. I was excited to be a father, and it's like I think she just totally missed that. It went over her head, and and so she ended up keeping my daughter away from me because of that. And but now I'm like, that's an issue. When that happened to me, that basically that hurted me to a core. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hurted so bad that I was like, man, I gotta make sure I never go through that again. But what I didn't expect was how strong I was gonna become by going through it. You know what I mean? And so I became solid, like rock solid, you know what I mean, because of it. And so I mean, it didn't work out that good for me. I wish it could have been different. But the truth is, I really did try hard and to be there, and my child's mother she just didn't want to make it happen. A lot of times I got hung up on, and no, you can't see her, no for this, no. She even told my wife no. My wife decided to call her a few years ago. This is before my daughter turned 18. She was like 17, I think, at the time. And I told my wife, I already told her, I was like, she gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told her not to call her. I was like, if you do that, that's on your own. I'm not telling you to do it, but you know what I'm saying? You do it, it's your own. And for sure enough, my wife called on my behalf for me to try to see my daughter. Nope. Still wouldn't say yes. So, I mean, she had every opportunity. You knew who my family was. You knew you was best friends with my sister. You knew my mom. You knew where my mom stayed. You had every advantage, and you didn't do shit with it. You didn't do nothing with it. And now that you've been wanting me back, basically you've been wanting me back all this time. I'm supposed to drop the best thing that's ever happened to me for you, for your sorry ass. Look at your track record. Look what you've been doing. You don't think I'm analyzing things like that? You don't think what you did to me is important? Well, you're gonna get the biggest wake up call in your life. And that's all I got to say for that. So that's all I have really to say on this topic. If you guys got anything to say, whatever, y'all can say it in the comments. Y'all think I'm being too mean? Y'all think I'm being too harsh? Trust me, y'all have no idea on some of the stuff that I went through, and a lot of the stuff was hard. It's a miracle that I'm still alive today. It really, really is. And for a long time, I didn't even understand why God had me on this earth. I didn't know that one day I would be doing videos, and this could possibly help some other young man that's going through what I'm going through, because I know seems like especially with black women, is just getting worse. Because I know about everything that's going on, you know what I'm saying, in these streets. I know about everything. So, because I kind of keep myself hip to everything. Because, I still have a 22-year-old daughter. I know about everything. I have to. I'm still kind of a father without being, So I like to know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And just to know. Because that's what God taught me. Like, you have to, the kid is never supposed to know more than the parent. The parent's supposed to always know more than the kid. So I keep my mind updated. I stay updated on everything, what's going on in the world, that type of stuff, technology. I know how to use everything. Everything you all guys see me do is all me. It's all me. I haven't hired nobody. I don't hire nobody. No, I know how to do everything, because that's what that's what you're supposed to do. So anyway, I'm probably gonna start talking about more music stuff from here on out, because there's a lot of music stuff that I'm supposed to be talking about, because I am a music producer, but I'm a lot of other stuff besides that. Y'all don't need to know that, but I try to stay focused on just the music stuff. But I have to tackle the most important topics, I feel, first. So But this is something I know nobody talks about, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. So I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about in the next one, but it's gonna be something probably something good. So I hope y'all have a blessed day. Try to stay positive as much as you can. And guys, y'all gotta stop letting these girls run game on you just because they look good. It's millions of women out there that look good, just as good as your baby mama, better than your baby mama. My wife look way better than my baby mama. I'll choose my wife over my baby mama any day, all day, every day. And she's hands down the better woman. She's the better woman by far. I mean, it's I'm talking about like galaxies, like from Mars to Earth. I'm talking about distances. Like it's no competition. And that's why I had to make this video to let her know, because she's been following me and she's been doing some things. And you know, me and my wife, we know what's up. And we're, you know, you might as well just give it up, because you ain't got the heart my wife got. Trust me, you have no idea. It's a lot of stuff I could tell y'all, man. I'm telling you, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Please don't do it. Just give it up. Move on by your life. I don't care if you keep seeing. I know my daughter is still with you over there. And I don't care. You think it's hurting me? You think I'm crying at this point that I'm hurt, that I still can't see my daughter? You can think that all you want. I'ma laugh at you just like I'm smiling now. You ain't hurting me. You definitely ain't hurting me. I stopped that shit a long time ago. Definitely ain't hurting me. So, but you can keep thinking that if you want, because I'm gonna keep making videos and I'm gonna keep talking the truth. I'm gonna keep speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep doing what I do. What you doing? What you doing? What you contributing to the earth that's, you know, to God's green earth that's good and that's positive? You ain't did shit positive. You got a lot of stuff to worry about. You need to get your act together. Seriously. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.